Find myself picking up the pieces, picking up the pieces. I'm picking up the pieces, picking up the pieces. I'm picking up the pieces, picking up the pieces. I'm picking up the pieces, picking up the pieces. I'm picking up the pieces, picking up the pieces. I'm picking up the pieces, picking up the pieces. I'm picking up the pieces, picking up the pieces. I'm picking up the pieces, picking up the pieces.
Okay. No, it's Angelina Jolie. Oh, then you gotta get that one because let's paint the White House
I think what we accomplished today is bringing people together. We had a lot of conversations about making sure that the space we took up was a space that pushed the envelope on feminism. We wanted to make sure that we addressed racism within feminism, capitalism within feminism, and made sure that our voices were loud, because this march is really interesting. It's really complex. It was done by a lot of women, and they pushed to be inclusive, but we want to push for a time where we're not considered other and we're not included just because we're considered another. So I think what we did was all of us got together, we made posters together, we gave each other strength, we backed each other up, and I think that's what we accomplished. So it's planting a little seed in Vegas.
We know each other.
Is how we found each other.
All friends.
We're all friends. All friends, yeah.
For me, it wasn't. For me, it was more, I mean, obviously from my side, it was for protecting our mother, the first woman from which we came, protecting our waters, and that's kind of my hashtag why I marched. I wanted to march for her, for our earth, for our soil, for our water. That's where it's at. And for our reproductive rights for women.
That's beautiful. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and I was kind of saying the same thing. I was saying, you know, I think this is more of a medium for a lot of women that share a core value, a core message, but have slightly different reasons for coming, right? Yeah. So there are women that are LGBT, there are women of color, right? They're Latinas, there are women like yourself who are here for the earth, and so I think when we can come together, no matter what our exterior beliefs and color of our skin and walks of life and socioeconomic background, and do this, it makes a huge statement, right?
Yeah, it does.
So where do we go from here? I just started going to this. I want to hear from you. I have a lot to say. I can tell.
I think we just go. We start with our earth and growing foods, and we start with our groups coming together, having conversations, making sure that within our homes we're changing our communities and doing the best we can with the people that we know,
our neighbors,
like just that really like grassroots, like person by person type of.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So I said something similar this morning too. I said, you know, I wasn't gonna come down here, to be honest with you. I said to someone, I was like, okay, so we're marching, but what does that do? You know, it shows that, yeah, we have numbers and it makes a statement, but it's not practical. And then I got on Facebook this morning and I saw so many of my friends live streaming and just showing up in ways, and I was like, you know what, I have to come down here and I have to talk to some people.
I almost didn't come to. I felt the same way. I was like, what difference is it gonna make? You know, we're outnumbered. But then I realized, like, I want to send a message. The message is everything starts from within, and it all echoes out from there, within your community, within your city, within your nation, within the world. And to me, it's about being that change that you want to see, and you just keep on keeping on. And
start with yourself, right?
Exactly.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Like, don't go on the steps and take a picture.
And it was like, wow, this is powerful. And we're all believing.
Hey there.
Yeah, or just to be honest about it. How you doing? Because the issues around women are my issues as well, especially as a man of color in the United States. I feel that what Donald Trump is representing in the United States goes against not only my interests as somebody who is Mexican descent, but women interests in general, and therefore we got to be able to walk together. And I think for the past 10 years, 15 years, most of the organizing that has happened to combat injustice in the United States has been around women. So it's only natural that us as men understand that, realize that, and take note of that, and really kind of walk alongside them, stay more quiet than we used to, than we're used to. You know what I'm saying? And be able to help support and facilitate the space. Yeah. Well, it's symbolic, right? It's symbolic. Marches and protests are meant to be symbolic. The additional work happens after, and that's like the stuff that's not that romantic, the things that are not that they're not gonna get a lot on limelight or on social media, but that's actually the work that actually makes real change. And so marches are really important and symbolic because it shows your discomfort or uneasiness or whatever, right? Against a power structure, a power system, or in this case, orange monster, right? And so, yeah.
Okay. So what are you gonna go home and do now? Are you going to like congressman? What do you think you can do, and what do you suggest to other people that might be watching? What can they do?
Be relentless in your desire to speak truth to power, and don't change your message. Let people know that you're not in agreement with having Donald Trump be a president, and make every effort to make all the things that he's doing wrong for us to make them right. Like change, right? Change for people, historically for black and brown people in the United States, has never come through legislation, right? Writing to a congressperson it's like speaking to a wall. So change happens every day. So I have a bigger and a better impact if I go in and talk to one of the señoras at the swap meet, right, about what Donald Trump actually represents. And maybe in that process she could also tell me about how she feels about Donald Trump, right? And so to find solidarity with people in that way is to me, in my experiences, have been far more important and actually create more change because we actually see it in the community.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Omeka.